If you are at A2 level right now, listen carefully. A2 is the most dangerous level in German. Why? Because at this level, you know enough German to survive in Germany, but not enough to feel confident. And if your A2 grammar is weak, B1 will destroy you. So in this video, I'm giving you a full A2 German Grammar Masterclass. Everything you must understand before moving to B1. Alright, let's see how this masterclass works. We'll go through A2 grammar in 7 clear blocks. For each block, I explain it simply in English. I show real German examples, then you repeat or think along, okay? And please don't memorize, try to understand, okay? Let's go. So block number 1, verb tenses, present plus perfect. At A2 level, you must be comfortable with two tenses. The first one is present tense, or known as presence. You already know this. Ich arbeite, ich lerne, ich gehe zur Arbeit. But now you must use it automatically. Let me show you an example. Ich arbeite heute von 9 bis 5. Ich arbeite heute 9 bis 5. Ich koche heute nach der Arbeit. Am Wochenende fahre ich zu meiner Freundin. You see, it should come automatically. And the next one is past tense. Perfect, very important. This is why A2 learners panic. Haben or sein plus Partizip 2. This is the rule you should always remember. So haben or sein plus Partizip 2. Let me show you some examples. Ich habe gegessen. Ich bin nach Hause gegangen. So in the first one you used haben. In the second one, you used sein. Here's a key idea, remember this. If there's movement or change of state, use sein. Here's a mini check. Gehen is sein. Fahren, sein. Bleiben, sein. And everything else, haben. If you can't talk about yesterday, you are not ready for B1. Now let's continue with block number 2, which is modal verbs. Modal verbs are A2 power tools. The most important ones are können, means can in English, then müssen, must, wollen or möchten, want or would like to, then sollen, should. And here's the structure, try to remember it. Modal verb in position 2, main verb at the end. Examples, ich muss heute arbeiten. Ich muss heute arbeiten. So modal verb at the second position and the main verb at the end. Ich muss, modal verb, then arbeiten at the last position. Then ich möchte Deutsch lernen. Again, möchte in the second position and lernen at the end. A typical mistake learners make is ich möchte lernen Deutsch. That's wrong. You say ich möchte Deutsch lernen. Hey, sorry for interruptions. If you're living in Germany or planning to move here soon and currently preparing for your German A1, A2 or B1 courses, then my fast track programs can be a great suit for you if you want to pass your German exam in just a few weeks. And you can check out the fast track programs down below in the description or in the pinned comment. Now let's get back to the video. Now block 3, separable verbs. Trennbare Verben. Very German and very confusing. Example: ankommen, mitkommen, aufstehen, einladen. These are some separable verbs or known as Trennbare Verben. Let me show you some examples. In main sentences, ich stehe 7 Uhr auf. But in perfect, ich bin 7 Uhr aufgestanden. As you can see, you have to separate the verb in between. So aufstehen became steh, then auf. The prefix goes to the end. On the other hand, in perfect, you have to write it together, but you have to add a ge in between. So aufgestanden. Okay, aufgestanden. So aufstehen became aufgestanden in Partizip 2. And as you know, if you have any movement, you have to use sein verb. So in this case, ich bin 7 Uhr aufgestanden. Here's the rule: the prefix moves but never disappears. As you could see, aufstehen became steh, then auf. The auf goes to the end. And let me tell you, if separable verbs confuse you now, they will confuse you even more at B1. Now let's continue with block number 4, cases, Akkusativ and Dativ, the most confused one. So at A2 level, focus on only Akkusativ, direct object, wen, was, and Dativ, indirect object. The question you should ask here is wem. Let me show you some examples. Ich sehe den Mann. Wen sehe ich? So who do I see? Den Mann. That's why ich sehe den Mann. On the other hand, ich helfe dem Mann. Wem helfe ich? So helfen is dative verb, that's why ich helfe dem Mann. You should also know at A2 level that the article der becomes den in accusative, and in dative it becomes dem. Okay? So ich sehe den Mann, it's accusative, and ich helfe dem Mann, it's dative. Some verbs always use dative, and these are helfen, danken, geben, antworten, gehören. So if you say ich helfe den Mann, it's completely wrong. It will be ich helfe dem Mann. And if you say ich helfe den Mann, every German will notice. Now let's continue with block number 5, which is prepositions. At A2 level, you must know The first one is accusative prepositions like für, ohne, durch, gegen. These are some prepositions which always use accusative case. Example, das ist für dich. Das ist für dich. You don't say das ist für dir, you say das ist für dich because it's accusative preposition. Then the second one is dative prepositions, of course, and which are mit, nach, von, zu. And listen, there are more accusative and dative prepositions except this, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just showing you a few of them. So here's an example. Ich fahre mit dem Bus. You don't say ich fahre mit der Bus or ich fahre mit dem Bus. You say ich fahre mit dem Bus. Bus has the article der Bus became dem Bus. Why? Because mit is a dative preposition. And the third one is two-way prepositions. There are some prepositions which can use both accusative and dative depending on the location or movement. So here's some example. In, auf, and an. So that means if you see this preposition in a sentence, it can be both accusative and dative. Now let me teach you when to use as accusative and when to use as dative. So if there is any movement in the sentence, you use accusative, and if there is no movement, only location, you use dative. Here's an example. Ich gehe in die Schule. Ich gehe in die Schule. I'm going to school. I'm going towards something. So that means there is a movement. That's why it's accusative. Ich gehe in die Schule. On the other hand, ich bin in der Schule. So in this case, you don't say ich bin in die Schule. You say ich bin in der Schule. Because in this case, you don't have any movement. You are staying at a location. Ich bin in der Schule. And how you change it? So Schule has the article die. In accusative case, die remain die. That's why die Schule. Ich gehe in die Schule. On the other hand, dative, die becomes der. That's why ich bin in der Schule. Now let's continue block number 6, sentence structure. German love structure. Here's the rule. Verb is always in second position as main clause. Let me show you some examples. Heute gehe ich zur Arbeit. Nach der Arbeit treffe ich meine Freunde. So, heute gehe. So gehe come at the second position. It's a verb. And then nach der Arbeit it's an object. And after the object, the verb comes at the second position. And now let me give you the A2 upgrades. In subordinate clauses like weil, das, and wenn, the verb goes to the end. Ich bleibe zu Hause, weil ich krank bin. So bin is the verb here and it goes to the end. So if you use weil, das, or when, you have to put the verb at the end. Now let's finish the video with the final block, which is block 7, comparisons and adjectives. At this level, you must be able to compare. For example, groß becomes größer, gut, besser, viel, mehr. Here are some examples. Deutsch ist einfacher, als ich dachte. Deutsch ist einfacher, als ich dachte. Ich bin größer als mein Bruder. Ich bin größer als mein Bruder. So as you can see, if you use the adjectives, you can compare between two things and also try to use gern, lieber, am liebsten. For example, ich trinke gern Kaffee. Ich trinke gern Kaffee. That means I love to drink coffee. Then ich trinke lieber Tee. That means I prefer tea. So gerne, lieber. These are also adjectives or words you can use to compare between two things. Now let's see some final mini check. If you can do this, you are ready. Talk about past experiences, make plans, explain reasons, use accusative and dative correctly, and understand basic spoken German. So that was for today. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up. And if you want to learn such grammar related videos, you can check out this playlist where I share tons of grammar rules. So see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.